Metroidvanias and Souls-like are two of the core genres of indie games. Genres that inspired countless releases over the years, but along with so many games of the same genres coming out, it is hard to find some that are truly unforgettable and amazing experiences instead of just mid. If you know me, you know that Super Metroid is my favorite game of all time, and that Metroidvanias are my favorite kind of games. And if you are like me, well, you are going to love Ghost Song. This is a non-spoiler review, so I will only be using footage of the first 2 hours of gameplay. Ghost Song is a 2D action-adventure game with stunning visuals, fun combat, amazing exploration, bone-chilling music, and a story that will grab you by the neck and not let you go. I've had my eye on this release since early 2020, but never really knew the exact day that it would come out. And trust me when I say that it surprised me because, well, it came out of nowhere. In this game, you play as Deadsuit, a weird-looking entity who doesn't know their purpose, nor who they are, or what they are. As you play the game, you will uncover secrets about the planet that you're in and those living in it, along with Deadsuit's story. Now, let's start talking about the combat. Ghost Song's approach to combat makes you feel like you are supposed to be able to deal with this, but just not quite yet. It is a path that slowly builds up because at the beginning of the game, you are going to struggle with even the weakest enemies. And this is something that only the best Metroidvanias do. By the end of a good Metroidvania, you are supposed to feel unstoppable. But in order for that to happen, you have to feel helpless at first. I mentioned Souls-like earlier as well, and that is because this game has Souls-like level up mechanics, where if you die, you will lose this currency, which is used to level up and grow stronger in different aspects. Another very interesting thing that this game does are these upgrades, that are very similar to Hollow Knight's trinket system, which provide upgrades and quality of life improvements, but you can't equip them all at once. So you have to come up with a specific build in order to make these work. As every other Souls-like game, this game has boss fights, and oh boy, they are brutal. I will not spoil much about these, but oh boy, I have not felt this underprepared to face a boss in such a long time. I think the last time was when I played Elden Ring. Now let's talk about the game itself. The game drops you in, and you have two options, and both are equally valid. You either go left or you go right. This is something that Metroid did so many years ago, and it was genre revolutionary. Never before a game had left you go left. You would always move forward by going right. So trust me when I say that this is the first hint of greatness for this game, and the first thing that got me into the right mindset for playing it. Of course, developers will want you to play the game a certain way. There is a path of progression planned out. However, this game gives you the freedom of choice, and that echoes in Metroidvania lovers' ears. I will not say what lays in either way, that is for you to decide. I just wanted to mention this because it did hit me the right way, and I think that is what Ghost Song does best. It just hits differently in the right way. The game is supposed to be gloomy and you are supposed to feel lost. And in many other games, this would mean a dark, gritty color palette. But Ghost Song does this differently. They use bright colors in certain areas, and this contrasts with the darker tones. This gives you the idea that yes, this is a foreign planet, and yes, this is going to be weird. The adventure itself is not upbeat. Ghost Song balances the colors with the ambient music and sound design of backgrounds that are sometimes even grotesque to listen to. The game's level design is otherworldly. All of the map sections are divided in biomes that are represented with different colors in the map, just like Hollow Knight did. Yet these biomes are not 100% different from one another. They all feel like different sections of the same huge cavern with slight differences that are representative of that idea through music, pattern of terrain, and variation of enemies. This game's strongest suit is the atmospheric approach to map exploration. You will be expected to search through every possible path in order to move forward. A good Metroidvania is the one that drops you into the game and gives you a full range of exploration to the best of your abilities. You, as a player, will find carefully placed roadblocks that will impede you from moving forward until you find some sort of upgrade in order to progress. These roadblocks, however, need to be eye-catching. The player must make a mental note to revisit this place back down the line to see whether or not the upgrade works as a path forward. And Ghost Song does this particularly well, to the extent of games such as Hollow Knight and even Super Metroid itself. All of the map exploration is done through subtext, aside from a couple lore bits that are delivered from dialogues. At the end of the day, I think that what Ghost Song does best is grabbing these little things that work extremely well from other Metroidvania titles and implements them in a way that makes sense and brings the whole world together. This, coupled with everything else, makes Ghost Song an experience that is both fulfilling and challenging, and that will certainly be loved by those who enjoy the genre. Ghost Song is a solid 8 out of 10, and it is definitely worth picking up. Are you interested in picking up Ghost Song? Let me know what other games you might be interested in me covering in the future. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you enjoy the content, why not check out some other videos we have posted here? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya!